Shall we start? Yes, Mataji, my screen is visible, my voice is audible. If everything is okay, we shall start.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji, everything is clear.
Okay, so let's start. So today is 15th chapter. We are going through 15th chapter. Yesterday we have learned the three modes of material nature. Today we are going to learn about Purushottam Yoga, the yoga of Supreme Person. Okay, so let's try to understand what is there in this chapter for us. Start with Guru Prana mantra. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manavabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutpadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Harijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We pay our humble obeisances unto His lotus feet, so that His teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. So yesterday we have read about the trap. Okay, the mnemonic of yesterday topic was trap. The three modes we have learned about the three modes. There are three modes. So we have learned that every living entity is entangled in this material world through the ropes. Through the ropes of the three modes, and the three modes are Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamagun. So these are the three modes, and these three modes are binding the people to this material world. Okay. Then we have seen the race for prominence. We have seen that sometimes Satogun is prominent, sometimes Rajogun is prominent, sometimes Tamogun is prominent, and who decides that which mode will be prominent? We decide. Okay, depending on which mode we want to be, that mode we become that mode become prominent in us. Then action in three mode we have learned. Okay, so the person who act on the Satoguna, they will go to higher loka. The person who act in Rajoguna, they will be in the earth loka only, and the person who are active in the Tamoguna, they will go to the lower planetary system, and the person who is active in pure Satogun, pure goodness, they will go to spiritual look. Okay, so that we have learned. Then at last we have learned about the pure life. Okay, so we want to be in Satoguna, we want to be in Suddha Satoguna. How to be in? So we can perform the pure life, we can perform our life through pure life, and we can be in the in that guna. Okay, so that we have learned in the previous chapter. So if a person wants to be in Satoguna, he should associate with the Satoguna people. He should be eating the Satoguna diet. He should be wearing the Satoguna clothes. He should be chanting. He should be in the Satoguna environment. Okay, that we have learned. Now, so in chapter number 14, we have learned that what are the three modes of material nature, how they work, how they bind the jiva, and how they can be destroyed by Krishna Bhakti. Now, but to attain devotion to Him, one needs detachment from the material world. Krishna describes Purushottam Yoga here. Okay? So how to get detached from this world? Okay, so let's try to understand how we can be detached. So in this chapter. So this is today's subject matter. These things we will be discussing. So what are these things? First is hotel or home. The mnemonic is home, H-O-M-E. So first topic is hotel or home. Is this world a hotel or like a home? And and how to become detached from the material world. Okay, how we can be detached from this material, that we are going to learn today. Second, options, transmigration. So what are different options we have if we are not going to our home, then our real home, then what options we have, that the transmigration part we are going to see. Then third part, maintainer. Krishna's position as our maintainer. So Krishna is the maintainer, everyone's know. So how is Krishna maintainer? Krishna will be describing through some slokas. Okay. And then essence, summary of Veda and Vedanta. What is the essence we are going to learn? So many Vedas are there, so many Vedantas are there. What is the essence of all those, that we are going to learn? And three stars also you can see here. These are representing the three slokas, or this is called three sloki Bhagavad Gita. 15th chapter has three slokas in Bhagavad Gita. Chatur Shloki Bhagavad Gita we have read in 10th chapter. 15th chapter has three Sloki Bhagavad Gita. Three slokas are there. And then at last, knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay, that we are going to discuss. So today's chapter is very important. Let's try to understand the essence, what is there in this chapter today. So first we'll start with the first part, that is hotel or home. So your question is written here. What is this and what you can make out from this tree? Yes. Answers in the chat box, or you can unmute and answer. What is this and what can you make out from this tree? Answers are coming. Banyan tree. Yeah. Yes. Any other answer? What is it? Each branch is bonded to the earth. Okay.
Roots grow in different directions.
It is growing in different direction. Okay. Any other answer? Many answers can be there. Any answer? Any other answer?
No one knows the origin and
No one knows
end
the
of the tree.
And end of
The banyan tree.
Okay. One answer is Pradeep Prabhu saying support from various places. So let's see how Krishna is describing this tree. Okay. So Krishna is starting with the sloka in this chapter. So 15th chapter, first sloka. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhva Moolam Madha Shakam Aswatham Prahurabhyayam Chandam Siyasya Paranani Yastam Veda Savedvita. Yasatam Veda Savedvita. The person who knows this, he knows real Veda. Who? Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakham. Urdhva means upside. Moolam means root. Adha Shakham. Shakham is the branches. The branches are down and the root is up. So some tree is there. Aswatham. Aswatham means the tree of banyan tree. So the banyan tree, Krishna is describing a banyan tree whose roots are up and branches are down, and prahur abhyayam, and it is the tree is imperishable banyan tree. Imperishable abhyayam. Chandamsi yasya paranani. Chandamsi means chand. Chand means Vedic hymns. Yes, paranani. Paranani means leaves. So the leaves are like chandam tree roll. Okay, so Krishna is trying to describe one tree whose branches are up and whose roots are up and branches are down, banyan tree. Okay, so that type of tree is there. Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are like Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is knower of the Veda. One who knows about this tree is actual knower of the Veda. Why it is said that a person who knows this tree is the actual knower of Veda? Okay, why? So see, this tree is there. This is the tree. Okay. and roots are up and branches are down. Okay, have you seen this type of tree anywhere in the world? Have you seen this tree anywhere? The Ranta Prabhuji has seen, where you have seen this type of tree? So actually we all have seen, okay, when we go to riverside, there will be reflection. Okay, the tree's reflection will be there, like whose roots are like looking like up and branches are looking like down. The roots up and branches down. So actually Krishna is trying to describe this material world like a inverted tree and like an inverted tree. So you see temporary reflection of the material world. So this world, this banyan tree is like the world, material world, and it is temporary reflection of eternal real tree. So there is reflection. Some tree is there whose reflection is there. This material world is like reflection. But what tree is that? And that tree is called eternal real tree or the spiritual world. So this material world is like a banyan tree which is inverted, and the spiritual world is like a real tree which is like erect. Okay, so that is the thing. So when we go to riverside, we see a tree which is inverted in the reflection, but that tree is not original. There is original tree which is there in the world, and that reflection is coming in the water. So this world, the material world, is just like a temporary reflection of the spiritual world. You see, the material world, a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. So this material world is like a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, so actually, if we are trying to find the fruits in the tree, then original fruits are not there in the tree. Fruits are there something else. Okay, just like one monkey was there. Okay, so he was on the riverside. So he saw some fruits are there in the river. Okay, so he jumped in the river to find the fruits. So when he went to the river, there was no fruits because that was reflection. So he saw, okay, some other part is having the fruit. Okay, so he went to that part also, but there was no fruit. So he tried searching everywhere, but there was no fruit. Okay, and then there was the old monkey sitting on the tree. Okay, he told that, oh monkey, you are looking at the fruits at the wrong place. Fruits are there in the original tree, not in the reflection. Okay, so that is the thing. This material world is just like a reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, can you relate this story? Can you relate what you can relate this story from in this day-to-day world? This story, any relation? Any relation? The monkey story with ourselves? You can unmute and tell. Writing will take time. Materialistic happiness is reflection of the fruit. Actually, the fruits are not there in this world. We are searching for the fruits, but we are searching, we are not getting the fruits. But the fruits, original thing, is there in the spiritual world. And this is the perverted reflection. Okay, that is what is a story. Okay, like monkey, we are searching, but actually the fruits are there in the spiritual world, not in the material world. Okay, so so entanglement in this material world. So you see, this material world is full of entanglement. The branches of this tree extends downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive action of human society. So many entanglements are there. See, entanglements. Cheating propensity is there, greed, sense objects, impious activity, desires, sense gratification, pious activity, lust, anger, sins, attachment. So many entanglements are there in the material world. These things are there in the material world. So it is very dangerous. You see so many entanglements in there in the material world. Okay, and let me describe this tree here. It is described very nicely. Okay, so this tree is there whose roots are up and the branches are down. Okay, and you see upper part, Brahmaji is sitting here, and the root, Brahmaji, from the Brahma, all the material world is originating. Brahmaji is maker of all the material world. That's why he is shown to be sitting here. Then the upper planetary system, you see, Devtas are there, demigods are there. Okay, so demigods are sitting here, like Ganesh is there, Saraswati Ma is there, Indra is there. So upper planetary system, the higher or the Devtas are there. You see now the Gandharvas, Apsaras, these are in the just below them. You see here, human being. Just coming down, we are getting human beings are there. Okay, human beings are working something they are working, and they are having the fruits. So fruits are economic development, religiosity, sense gratification, dharma, artha, kama. So fruits, these are called fruits of this tree. Okay, and lower you can come, you will see the animal species are there, animals are there, different lower species are there, reptiles are there. Okay, so many things are there, and you see pious activities are there. So with the pious activity, a person can go up. With impious activity, a person can come down from here to here. Impious activity. Okay, pious activity with pious activity, person will go up. Impious activity, person will go down. So you see, this is 14 planetary system can be depicted here. Higher planetary systems are the Devalokas, and the lower, then middle is the human lokas, and the lower are the animals are there, like that. Lower species are there. So this is the material tree which is described here. And you see there is a spiritual world, which is the original tree. So spiritual world is their original tree, and this world is like the reflection. And you see what is keeping us away from Krishna? What is keeping us, this material world and this spiritual world, away from Krishna? The desire. Okay. The desire. If you want to get desire, if our desires are purified, we are in the spiritual world. If our desires are not purified, we are in the material world. If our desires want the material things, we are in the material world. If we want spiritual things, our desires are spiritual, then we'll go to spiritual loka. Okay, so that is the thing. So desire is dividing. Okay, keeping us away from the spiritual world. Okay, so that is the thing. So many entanglements are there in the material world. You see, so many entanglements. Then question comes, how can you cut this tree? Entanglement tree is there. This material world is like entanglement tree. How can we cut this tree? OMG, oh my God. How do I get out of this material world? So many entanglements are there. How do I get out of this material world? So the thing is cutting down this tree. So how can we cut this tree? So the answer is detachment is only way out. Only way to cut this material tree is with the sword of the detachment. If we are detached, we can cut this tree. Okay, like that. So detachment is the sword to cut down this tree. Proper knowledge about Lord, Jiva, and their relationship. Proper knowledge should be there. And surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the answers how to cut down this tree. Now, question comes: detachment is only way out. Then how to cultivate the detachment? How we can cultivate the detachment? Okay, so Arjuna is thinking, how do I cultivate this detachment? So this detachment is the sword with which we can cut down this tree. With the detachment, we can cut down this material tree. With the detachment, we can cut down this tree of this so many attachments, so many entanglements. So how to cultivate this detachment? How we can cultivate the detachment from this material world? Answer Krishna is giving is only by surrender. Okay. So the proper way to cultivate that detachment is attachment to Krishna. If you want to detach from this material world, first you should be attached to Krishna. So proper way of detachment is after attachment to Krishna. So if you are attached to Krishna, detachment will automatically follow. So many people, they will ask how we can detach ourselves from this material world. So the answer for them is first attach yourself to Krishna. Detachment will follow naturally. Okay. So when you attach ourselves, when we attach ourselves to Krishna, detachment follow very naturally. Okay. But so the answer of detachment is attach yourself to Krishna, detachment will follow naturally. But who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Only by surrender we can detach from this material world. But who will be able to surrender to Krishna? Nirmama mohajit sangadosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvar vimukta sukha dukkha sanger gacchanti amuda padam avyayam tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand that eternal, who understand the eternal, who are done with the material lust, and who are free from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto Supreme Lord, attains to that eternal kingdom. False from prestige, illusion, false association, understand the eternal, who are done with the material lust. Okay, these things will follow. Okay, these things are means to surrender to Krishna. These knowledge is required. Okay, and how to cultivate this knowledge is ABCD formula. We have already done. Okay, ABCD formula. So free from false prestige. These things are there. So you see, false ego. What is false ego? Ego means identity. Okay, this property belongs to me. He thinks, this person is thinking, this property belongs to me. But we forget that we are here temporarily. This is like a hotel. This world is like a hotel. This is not our original home. This world is like our hotel, and this property does not belong to me. Hotel does not belong to me. To whom this property belongs to? To Krishna this belongs to. How dare you call me a fool? Okay, this person, very higher authority. How dare you call me a fool? Result of wrong identification with the body. He is thinking about himself about the body. Okay. I am super talented, earning a lot of money. I am best. Yay. So this person is illusion. He is thinking, I am super talented. I have too much, so many talent. I earn a lot of money. I am the best person. Every person is thinking in that way only. Okay. Every person is thinking, I am the best. I am earning a lot of money. I am super talented, like that. Okay. That is called illusion. Okay. So free from false prestiges, I am a fool who left abode of Krishna and suffering here. I am not like very talented. How dare you call me a fool? I am actually a fool because I left the abode of Krishna and suffering here. The biggest proof that we are a fool, that we have this human body and we are here. Okay, that is the biggest the evidence of that we are fool, free from false prestige. Everything is Krishna mercy. Whatever talent I have, whatever money I have, everything, whatever thing I have, that is due to mercy of Krishna. Okay, that is called free from illusion. So these for the home or hotel. So this world is like a hotel, temporary hotel, and our real home is somewhere else. Second part was how to become detached from this material world. Detachment will follow automatically if we are attaching to Krishna. So detachment follow attachment to Krishna. Detachment from this material world follow after attachment to Krishna. So first attach yourself to Krishna, detachment will follow naturally. Okay. Second is the options part, transmigration part. So Arjuna is thinking, Arjuna is pondering, what if one does not attain the to the spiritual world? What options will one have? So spiritual world, if you are not going, what options we have? Okay, if you are not going to spiritual world, if you are not detaching ourselves, we are not detaching ourselves, and then what options we have? Okay, so first Krishna is describing about the spiritual world. So let's see this sloka where the spiritual world is described. He's saying, Na tad bhashyate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha, yad gatva na nivartante, tad dhama paramam mama. The supreme abode of mind is not illuminated by sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Na tad bhashyate suryo. There is no, that world is not illuminated by Surya. Na sasanko na pavaka. Not moon, not any electricity. Pavaka means fire. Okay. Yad gatva na nivardante. Those person who goes there, they do not come back. Tad dhama paramam mama. That dham is mine dham. Okay. So Krishna is saying that there is no need of electricity. There is no need of sun or moon, fire, electricity. That is not needed in my dham. And one person who goes there, he does not come back. Okay. That means some different spiritual world he is talking about. He is not talking about the world which is there in the material world. Okay. He is talking about the spiritual world where if a person goes, he does not come back. Okay. Understand that Krishna is our ultimate father. So Krishna is saying, Mame vamsu jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha mana shastrendriyani prakriti sthani karsati Mame vamsu jiva loke. So this jiva are in this world, jiva loke, in this world are like my ansa, Mame vanso. They are like my ansa, my eternal fragmental part. Mame vamsu jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Sanatana, they are sanatana, eternal. Okay. So the living entity in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental part. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with six senses, which include the mind. So we are struggling very hard in this material world. We have forgotten our real nature, that we are part and parcel of Krishna, and we are struggling very hard in this material world, following our senses, which include mind also. So total six senses Krishna is saying, which include the mind. And we are struggling very hard in this material due to following our senses. Okay. But actually we are part and parcel of Krishna. You see, this one, this is a sea, big sea, and this is a drop. We are like this drop. Okay. Quality of this water of the sea and this drop is same. Qualitatively, we are similar. Quality is similar, but the quantity is very big difference. Okay. So that is the thing. We are similar to Krishna as well as we are different from Krishna. Okay. So that is called living entity is same in the quality with Krishna, but not the quantity. Quality wise, living entity and Krishna both are Satchidanand. Satchidanand, Sat Chit Anand. Sat means Satya, Chit means knowledge, and Anand means blissfulness. Okay, Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, and Anand means blissful. So our quality, Krishna's quality, both are same, but the quantity is different. We are just like a spark of the fire, but Krishna is the full fire. Okay, so that is the difference between us. Spark quality, fire quality, both same. Even a spark can give rise to a big fire. Okay, so spark quality and the quality of the fire both are same, but quantity wise, big difference is there. Okay, so that is the difference between us and Krishna. Oh, if we still don't surrender and understand Krishna, what is next? So Krishna is saying first that there is my loka is like this. Then he is saying that living entity is my part and parcel, and they are struggling in this world. Why they are struggling? Because they are following their senses. Okay. So if you don't surrender, what happened to that? So process of transmigration is there. Saridam yad avapnoti yakchapi utkramati sravaha grihit vaitani samyati vayurgandan ivashayat. The living entity in the material world carries his different conception of life from one body to another, as the air carries the aroma. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Okay, so here also the process of transmigration is defined. Earlier we have read in 8th chapter how the process of transmigration works. Whatever conception a person has at the time of death, he will take the next body according to that. Now again Krishna is saying how person take next body is just like the air carries the aroma from one part to another. Okay, he takes one body after another body. The conception of life, due to that conception of life, the person takes one body to another body. Like if in air, aroma cannot be seen. Okay, air is flowing, aroma is there, we cannot see. Okay, just if he takes if the air is flowing through the flowers, the aroma of flower will be there in the air. Okay, if air is flowing through some certain fruits, certain aroma of fruits will be there, certain aroma will be there. So from one part to another, the air is carrying the aroma. Okay, similarly, the conception of life, whatever thinking we have, whatever desires we have, according to that, one person, according to that, the jiva are taking body in the next life. The next life means the one body is leaving and taking another body again. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. The conception, whatever conception we have, whatever conception we have. So earlier, Krishna told, at the time of death, whatever conception we have at the time, whatever desires we have, according to that, we take life, we take body again. Similarly, again, Krishna is describing, just like air carries the aroma, the human, the living entity also take body according to that, whatever conception they have. Okay. So that is called transmigration, process of transmigration. The living entity thus taking another gross body obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. Okay, the living entity are there, and he will, the conception will be there, and according to that conception, he will take the body. Okay. So the soul is here. The soul, thus carried by the mind, he enters various body to obtain different senses for a goal of sense enjoyment. Whatever desire of sense enjoyment we have, according to that we'll get the body. If a person have the sense, desire of sense gratification of like sleeping, we have discussed that sleeping. So the Lord will give the body of a bear. Okay, you become a bear, you will sleep 6 months like that, hibernation, you go to hibernation like that. Something, some body which is suitable for that thing, Lord will give. Okay, so whatever conception we have, whatever desires we have, and due to desires we'll get the body. So that is the thing. The full is, some people won't understand how they are taking the body. So he's saying the fullest cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoy under the spell of the mode of nature. The foolish people, they won't be knowing how they can quit this body, go to Goloka, how they can change, how they are changing the body. They are not able to understand. But those whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Whose eyes are trained in knowledge, who have the knowledge, they can see why they are taking different body, why not they are going to Goloka. Okay, they can see. Okay, so fooled by the modes, lust and desire. So person who are fooled, how the person is fooled? Based on the mode, lust and desire, cannot comprehend the change of the body. How we are changing. Ultimate truth is for this body, ultimate truth is to change. Okay, so that is the thing. Oh, how will one get attracted to you then? How can we be attracted to you? If we see the transmigration, if you are not understanding this tree, if you are not cultivating the detachment, then we have to transmigrate to different types of species. Then how to cultivate, how to get attracted to you? That is what Arjuna is asking. So we'll see the maintainer position of Krishna, and Krishna is position of our maintainer. So you see how Krishna is our maintainer. So Krishna is saying he is the maintainer of the gross body. How we can be attracted? If we know that Krishna is maintainer of everything. Krishna maintains the gross body. Krishna is the origin of sun, moon, fire. Krishna gives up energy of the life. Krishna is the energy. Krishna is sun, moon, fire, everything Krishna only. Okay, so Krishna is the maintainer of this gross body also. Krishna is saying, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashitaha Prana Apana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. He is digesting the 4 types of anna. You see, I am the fire of digestion in the body of all living entity. And I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the 4 kind of foodstuffs. Four kinds of food stuff Krishna is telling about, that he's digesting, and he is the fire. Krishna is the maintainer. We don't know how fire is there in our stomach. We don't know. We don't know how we are eating and it is getting digested. Then it is getting, after digestion, it is getting assimilated. Then after assimilation is going to every organs, and every organ is getting nutrition. We don't know how it is being done. Who is doing it for us daily, every time, whenever we eat? Who is doing all these things? Okay, Krishna is doing. So Krishna is saying, I am the fire of digestion. I am digesting all the things. Okay. So how these things are going on? Who is doing? Krishna is doing. Okay. So Krishna is, that is Krishna's position. Chaturvidam, four types of foodstuffs. Four types of foodstuffs are those foods which can be chewed, those foods which can be licked, which can be sucked, and which can be drink, which can be drunk. Okay, so those kind of food stuff, four kind of food stuffs are there, and Krishna is digesting all those four types of food stuffs. We don't know how the things are getting digested. Then again, Krishna is the maintainer. Krishna's maintainer position. Very nice sloka, this one. Very nice. You just see how beautiful this sloka is. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannavisto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaisya sarvairaham eva vedyo vedanta krid vedavid eva chaham. So you see how beautiful this sloka is. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannavisto. Sarvasya, everyone's. Cha aham hridhi sannavisto. He is sitting in everyone's heart. Hriday sannavisto. Matta, from me. Smritir jnanam apohanam cha. From me comes the smriti. Smriti means the remembrance. Jnana means knowledge. Apohanam means forgetfulness. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. Aham means me. Eva vedyo means I am to be known. From Vedaischa sarvair, from every Veda, I am to be the known. Every Veda, I am to be the known. Okay. Then Vedanta Krid means I am the creator of Vedanta. Veda vid eva chaham. I am the knower of the Veda. Ved means knower of the Veda. Cha aham. He is the knower. So you see, I am seated in everyone's heart. And from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Smritir jnanam apohanam cha. By all the Vedas, I am to be the known. Sarvaish Vedaish Sarvairaham Eva Vedyo. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. Okay? Vedanta Krita Veda Vit Eva Chaham. So, ultimate thing of the Vedas, if a person reads Veda, ultimate thing is Krishna is the supreme person, we should surrender. So, the person will be knowing his positions. And that knowledge we can get when we are surrendering to one Guru. Guru will directly tell that we have to surrender to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the essence of all the Veda, that we should surrender to Krishna. Okay. Now we are going to see the essence, the three sloki Bhagavad Gita. So 15.16, 17, and 18. So it says there are two classes of being, the fallible and the infallible. So two types of classes are there of human or the being. One is called fallible and one is called infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. So two types of space is there when Goloka Chatva, there is spiritual world and material world. The spiritual world, every person is infallible. Infallible means they do not fall from their position. They do not change from their position. But in the material world, this prison house, every person is fallible. Okay. Every living entity is fallible. But in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. Okay. So these two types are there. Beside these two, there is the greatest living personality, the supreme soul, the imperishable Lord himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. So beside these two, there is Supreme Lord also. And then at last sloka, because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and infallible. So he is beyond the fallible and infallible. And because I am greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Veda as the Supreme Person. So he is celebrated as Supreme Person. He is beyond the fallible and infallible. Fallible, they do not fall. Fallible means they fall from their position. These materialistic people are, the people who are in the material world are fallible. Infallible, the people who are in the spiritual world, they are infallible. Okay. So fallible or infallible. So two types of beings are there. And beyond those two beings, Krishna is there. And he is celebrated as the Supreme Person in the Veda. Okay. So that is the three slokas. The last part. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Okay. Whoever know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. People, you see, searching whole life. What is my real purpose of life? What is my real purpose of life? Who am I? What I am doing here? These are the questions, the question every person is searching for. Okay. But when a person knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and without doubt, this is not, we are also knowing, now we have learned Bhagavad Gita, we are also knowing. But without doubt, he is, without doubt, he is accepting the fact that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the knower of everything. He has all the knowledge. He has ultimate knowledge, what is there in the life, what he should do in the life. Okay, so that is the thing. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. Once a person knows what is Krishna, who is Krishna, he can know his aim of life. He knows what is the ultimate aim of life. He doesn't want any other knowledge. He just wants to surrender to Krishna. So that is the thing. So one who understands the Vedanta Sutra, one who understands the Vedas, one who understands what is the position of Krishna, one who understands what is the position of living entity in front of Krishna, what he does is engages in the devotional service. Engages in the devotional service. And Krishna says this engagement, or Prabhupada says, the engagement is the work for intelligent people. It is not made for fools. Fools, they will be like here and there, many things they will be doing. Maybe they are very knowledgeable in the material world. They don't have knowledge of the self. Okay, but the intelligent person, they will be understanding what is their real position. Okay, so this bhakti is not meant for the foolish people. They are meant for the intelligent people who can understand. Okay. The essence of all. This is the most confidential part of Vedic scripture. Most confidential. Oh, sinless one. And it is disclosed now by me. Most confidential part. You understand these things, no one tells. And to understand these things is very difficult. And Krishna is so simply giving this knowledge to Arjuna, and through Arjuna we are getting it. Okay. He's saying the most confidential part of the Vedic literature. Okay, the people are confused what to do, what not to do, why we are here, to whom to perform bhakti, why we should perform bhakti. Okay, why, who is the Supreme Person, who has made this all the world? They are confused. And Krishna is disclosing that fact. Krishna is disclosing that most confidential thing to Arjuna, that what you said, what you have to do is just surrender to me. That is the ultimate thing. And Krishna is disclosing that thing to Arjuna so easily, because Krishna is, oh sinless one, you see, oh sinless one, Krishna is friend. Okay. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavor will know perfection. Whoever knows this, just this fact that Krishna is the supreme and we should surrender to Krishna, is the most wisest person. Who understand this will become wise. Who understand this, just this fact, that Krishna is the supreme and we should surrender to Krishna, who is engaged in devotional service, that is the wisest person. That is the wisest person, because he knows the purpose of his life. Or because he knows the purpose of this body. You see how beautifully Krishna is giving this knowledge. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Okay. So that is the thing Bhagavad Gita gives us. Okay. So that is the last sloka. So let's summarize. Hotel or home. So this world is like a hotel. This world is like a perverted reflection of the material, of the spiritual world. Okay. And the spiritual is the real tree. This material world is the perverted reflection, and we should cut this perverted tree through the detachment. How we can cultivate the detachment? Through attachment to Krishna. Okay. Then options. If we are not able to detach, this material entanglement is so many entanglements are there, and if we are not able to detach, what will happen? The option is transmigration. We will be transmigrating through different kind of body. As the air carries the aroma, same conception will be taking, will be our conception will be taking us from one body to another. Then third, maintainer. Krishna is the maintainer. Krishna is the food digester. We have seen Krishna digests the food. We don't know how the food is getting digested. Okay. From Krishna only. Krishna is sitting in our heart. From Krishna only remembrance. From Krishna only knowledge. From Krishna only forgetfulness comes. Krishna is the ultimate source of ultimate thing to be known in the Vedas, and Krishna is the creator of the Veda, and Krishna is to be known from the Veda. That is the maintainer position and the essence that we should surrender to Krishna. One person who knows this fact that Krishna is the ultimate source of life, okay, knows everything, and he is the wisest person. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. So these things we have learned in today's class. So Kali Yuga Dharma already every person knows. The chanting is the Kali Yuga Dharma. So I am unmuting every person to chant with me.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Yes, any question we have? Namrata Mataji is asking, sir, please, can we know what is the spiritual desire? Yes. Any, Mataji, anyone who want to answer this? Any admins wants to answer this? Mataji's question, Namrata Mataji, can we know what is our spiritual desires? Any admins want to answer, or any devotee? Admins, any admins want to answer? What is the spiritual desires? We have been discussing these things through very starting. What is the spiritual desires? There is only one spiritual desire. That desire is to serve Krishna. Okay, that is called spiritual desire. One desire, that is the spiritual desire, is to serve Krishna. That is the only desire that is called the spiritual desire. Okay, service to Krishna. That is the answer. Why we use bag for a japamala? Because japamala is very, it should not be like touching here and there. Okay, it should be kept very sacred. So that's why it is kept on a japamala, so that japa bag, so that it doesn't touch here and there. Okay. Okay, that is the answer. That our spiritual desire is to serve Krishna. Okay, become a servant of Krishna. Okay, any other answers or the question, comment, anything, realization? Prabhuji, after chanting on mala, makes mala active with some powers. No, that is called um, when our initiation is there, our spiritual master will chant on the mala, and then he will give the mala to us for chanting. Okay, like that it is done. But after chanting on mala makes mala active with some powers. No power. No, I don't think. I haven't heard like this any before, or I haven't heard from any devotee like this. How to do detachment from materialistic thing? Maya is too strong. Yes, that's why Krishna told. When Krishna is there in your life, gradually the detachment will come. Attach yourself to Krishna, detachment will come. Okay. So once we attach ourselves to higher taste, a lower taste, we can easily leave. Okay. So that is the thing. So we have to attach ourselves to Krishna. When we attach ourselves to Krishna, gradually we can detach ourselves from the materialistic things. Okay. Like I will give you one example to understand that one person is there, he has one cycle. Okay. One person is there, he has cycle. So I want that cycle. So I ask the person, give me the cycle. What the person will say? No, no, I won't give. Okay. This is the only thing I have. I have to go from this 5 kilometers daily up and down. Okay. Next day, I went with a motorcycle. I gave him the motorcycle. Take this motorcycle. Now, can you give me the cycle? He will quickly give the cycle. Okay, quickly. There naturally he will give the cycle. There is no attachment now with the cycle. Why? Because he is now attached with the motorcycle. So once we attach ourselves to the higher thing, quickly we can give the lower things. Okay, spiritual things. Once we attach ourselves to Krishna, we can quickly give the materialistic thing. Okay, once we find the rasa, when we find the nectar in the spiritual thing, we'll find these material things, nectars are nothing. It is nothing in front of the spiritual things, and then it will be very easy and very natural to detach from the materialistic thing. Okay. Prabhuji, you haven't tell about the position of Shiva. We discussed when we discussed about the Goloka chart. Position of Shiva. Okay. When we discuss the Goloka chart, then we discuss Shiva is called the greatest of the position of Guru. Okay. That is his position is like the Guru. Okay. The main Guru or the ultimate Guru. That is his position is Guru Tattva. Shiva's position is like Guru Tattva. Okay. And where it falls like in the Goloka chart when we discussed about the position of Shiva. Okay. Where it falls. But his position is like a Guru.
What is the position of Ramadevi?
Yes.
What is the position of Ramadevi?
Ramadevi?
Yeah.
Ramadevi is a wife of Vishnu. Okay. And from her only the Durga Devi is taking Durga Devi is her incarnation only, is expansion. Okay. So the Rama Devi's position is that. Can you tell the position of Datta Maharaj? Datta Maharaj descriptions comes in the Bhagavatam stories, but that much clarity is not there. So some people in different part of India worship him. But what is his position correctly? I cannot tell. Maybe I can read in the Bhagavatam once again. I have read so many days back. So some people say it is like incarnation of Vishnu or Brahma, like something like that. Okay, but the correct position I can now I can tell you. Okay, later maybe I can read and I can tell you. But Datta Maharaj, his mention is there in the Shastras. Okay, what is his position? So Dattatreya, that is called Dattatreya. Okay? Position is explained. Dipali Mataji is saying he is united form of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. I do not remember, but something like that only. something son of those, something is there. Maybe I can search and tomorrow I can tell. Dattatreya. Son of Anusaya Mata. Prabhuji, where to learn Sanskrit? Sanskrit, no, I have not learned Sanskrit. Okay, it is not required to learn Sanskrit. Okay, so many. If you have the Bhagavad Gita as it is copy, you will see that Sanskrit sloka will be there, then English sloka will be there. At each word, what is the meaning of each word in English? It is written. Okay, so actually we don't need it. We don't need to learn Sanskrit to learn Bhagavad Gita. Okay. I do not know Sanskrit. Okay, what we have learned in the primary school days, that only I know. Okay. After that, it is very easy to read from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, because each word means. Okay. So, if you have Bhagavad Gita as it is copy, you can open and you can learn from that. Prabhuji, have you listened that in the Vrindavan Nidhivan? Prabhuji, have you listened that in Vrindavan Nidhivan is a place where people stay at night and morning they got dead or mad. People say by seeing Krishna they reach death or mad. Why is it? So I do not know. I haven't heard like this, that they see Krishna and they become mad. Or is it very easy to see Krishna? Go there and see Krishna? I don't think like that. It is not that much easy to see Krishna. Okay, with this material eye, I don't think. I've not heard these things that they are seeing Krishna, they are getting mad or dead. Okay. So, but it is not like that. It is easy to Krishna, easy to see Krishna. Even if we are going to see Krishna and we are getting dead, what is the, I don't know if this story is true or not. I'm not able to comprehend this. But if you are seeing Krishna and if you are dying, that is very best thing. Okay, that because we are seeing Krishna and we are dying. Okay, during the death time we are seeing Krishna. That is the best thing. Okay, I am not able to comprehend this. That this type of thing is happening, like that Krishna is persons are seeing Krishna and they are getting they're dying. People may say anything. People say that Krishna comes there and do Ras Leela with Radha. True, Prabhuji, have a search on Google. People will say everything and anything. Okay. People are searching for Krishna whole life and people are just going to that place and they're seeing Krishna. Very difficult. I don't think that it will happen. That Krishna will be very easily able. So every person will go and see Krishna. Many devotees are there. They will go and see Krishna. Wow, what is there? What is there? I don't think that this is the correct story. Okay. How to control anger, Prabhuji? So the thing is, anger can be controlled if we know our correct position. Actually, if we know our actual position, then we don't need to control the anger also. Okay, anger is required, but where we should be angry, that is also important. Hanumanji, you take example of Hanumanji, the perfect servitor relationship with Ramji. He was the perfect devotee of Ramji. Okay, he was angry and he burned the whole Lanka. Okay, so angriness, where he was angry and where he utilized that angerness. So he was angry because the anger he utilized for the service of Ram. Okay, Arjuna was also angry. Without anger, how can there be fight? Arjuna was angry and he utilized that angerness to fight with the Duryodhanas. Okay, so that is the thing. So angerness. So once we know our position, even angriness can also be utilized for the service of Krishna. Okay, So that is the thing. Even people become angry. So a devotee also become angry. When you talk anything ill about Krishna in front of them, they will become angry. Okay, it is not like that devotee you are telling in front of them about ill about Krishna and they will be listening. Not okay. They will become angry because they are attached to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. Even where we are becoming angry, if we are becoming angry for ourselves, for our body, then it is very detrimental. If you are becoming angry for Krishna, then it is like it can be used in the service of Krishna. Okay, that is the one concept which I told you in fourth chapter, that anything we are attaching to Krishna, that thing becomes transcendental. Okay, even angriness can become transcendental if you are attaching to Krishna. Yes, that story about Nidhi 1 is partially true, except we see Krishna Prabhuji, we are not allowed to stay there after evening, and if we do so, simple persons get mentally disturbed, bewildered, but not pure devotee. I visited there, Prabhuji. I do not know. I have not visited. I do not believe that these things can happen, that we are able to see Krishna. Okay, but they give proof also, like they keep some food in the temple, but at the morning food is half eaten, and they keep dress for Radha and Shringar, and the morning the dress is placed like someone has wear it, and the Shringar is like someone used it. It is very popular, Prabhuji. The many people believe this. Okay, that may be there, but I have not seen this. I'm not disposition. I'm not able to comment on this. But thing is, it is not that easy to see Krishna. Okay. Okay. Do we have any question, or we should end the session? Okay, we don't have any question. So okay, we'll end the session. We'll meet tomorrow, 16th chapter. Very nice tomorrow. Okay, very nice chapter. Devik and Asuric Gun. What are the Devik Gun? What are the Asuric Gun? We'll be able to see tomorrow. Okay, what happens to the demon? We think that only demons are existed. Demons existed that previous day. Is there demon today also? So we'll see. Okay. The example of anger in spirituality is Hanumanji, as he used it for Ramji. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow. Vancha Kalpatar. So I'll unmute every person. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna
Hare
devotees.
Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhavevacha